This is what happens when you don't make lessons for too long. Somebody named my son left his little Spider-Man mark on my whiteboard. And as usual, we begin with my ugly writing and also with the weird reflections. But besides that, everything else is going to be really, really good today. Super simple topic, accusative case. So don't forget that you will need to write everything down to remember better. So, accusative case. Wonderful news is that if you learn English or if you're an English native speaker, you already know what is going to happen. Just let's look at the examples. And we start right with the name itself, accusative. So let's look at the verb accuse. You say, I accuse him, right? You don't say he. I accuse he or she or they, right? You change them. I accuse him, her, them. Same in Russian. Accuse, обвинять. Я обвиняю его or ее or их. More pleasant example, I love him or her or them. Again, you don't say I love she, right? You say I love her. Same in Russian. Я люблю. We don't say он. We say его. And yes, I'm saying v, not его. It's его. So, tricky Russian pronunciation. Я люблю его, ее, их. So, no surprises here. Yeah, it's okay that it changes. So the only difference in Russian is that not only the pronouns will be changed, but all the nouns. Remember that in Russian, all the nouns have genders, like marker, it's a guy, он, yeah, маркер. Что еще? Боже. Ручка. Ручка is a girl. Это она. So, in Russian, all the nouns, all the things, рука, голова, волосы, нос, доска, надпись, все, everything will be changing, right? In when it comes to cases. So today we speak about accusative. Let's go on. Now, when to use accusative case? There are different situations, but we start with the direct object. What does it mean? When we do something to something, it's an object of our action. Yeah, like I am holding this marker, so I'm holding it. Я держу этот маркер. Or я держу эту доску, right? So these are objects of my actions. Yes, they are direct objects. Look at the examples. I am taking a pen. Я беру ручку. So this object, a pen, should be put in the accusative case. Я беру ручку. Or I'm watching a movie. Я смотрю фильм. Again, I am doing something with this movie, right? I am watching it. Я смотрю фильм. Он любит кота. He loves his cat. Again, he puts his love on his lovely pet. Он любит кота. So the cat is an object here. We need to put it into the accusative case. Sometimes it might be confusing if you don't do that, because if you mess this up, we would think that the cat loves him too. And to be honest, it's a pretty rare situation when our cats actually love us. So no confusion here. Or она читает книгу. Again, you should put it correctly because if you confuse it, it will sound funny as if the book is reading her, right? So the object should be in accusative case. Now let's talk a little bit about how exactly to form the right endings. Okay, more ugly writing for you and even a little bit of ugly drawings. So, several things we are looking at before doing anything. First thing is gender. Remember, masculine, feminine, neuter. Now we are talking about masculine nouns. If you forgot what it is, go back to the lesson about genders. So, number 1, gender. Number 2, when it comes to masculine nouns only, we need to look at if this is an inanimate object or animate object. So what does it mean basically? If it is who or if it is what, right? So inanimate, animate. If it's just some object, it's inanimate. If it's a person, an animal, it's animate. So, great news for you. If it is inanimate object, no change. You don't need to do anything. Look at the words like dom, dom, a house, inanimate, right? Dom. Город, city, город, city. Again, what? Город. Что? Город. Computer. It's definitely an object, right? Computer. So, when it comes to accusative case, you don't change these words. Like, я люблю этот дом. Я люблю этот город. Я люблю этот компьютер. You see, they don't change at all. So, it's a great news. Not so great anymore because if we come to animate objects like father, brother, friend, cat, anything. So we need to add to them a or ya. So for example, brat would turn to brata. Друг will turn to друга. So, this is so loud. Exceptions, as always. Papa, father, dad, and дядя, uncle. They are exceptions because, you see, they are like feminine nouns, ending on a and ya. So they will follow the rules of the feminine nouns. So, in masculine animate objects, we add a or ya in the ending. Again, if it's hard consonant, it's going to be a. If there is maybe a soft sign, it's going to be ya. Nothing difficult so far. Now we go to feminine nouns and some amazing lady here. Here it's going to be a little bit more tricky because we already have an ending here. It's not like brat, друг. There is no ending. Here we have an ending. Usually it's a and ya. So in accusative, we simply replace them with u or you. So mama will turn to маму. Маму. Я люблю маму. I love mom, right? Подруга is girlfriend. Again, we don't need this a anymore. Я люблю подругу. Дарья. Дарья. This ya should be removed and it turns to you. Я люблю Дарью. You in the ending. So again, if it was a, it goes to u. If it was ya, it goes to you. Nothing new here today because we have talked about it before. So feminine works like this. now get into the neuter nouns, and I didn't know how to portray them, so I wanted to draw something abstract, and looks like PS4 thing to play. I don't know, how do you call it in Russian? It's joystick. Okay, good news here. No change. If it's a neuter noun, if it's оно, you don't change anything. For example, the sea, море. Я люблю море. I love the sea. And this is so true. I love the sea. Я люблю море. I want a menu. Я хочу меню. Waiter, I want a menu. Я хочу меню. Яблоко, apple. I'm eating an apple. Я ем яблоко. You don't change it. I love wine. Я люблю вино. Right? You don't change the ending. So this is great. I told you it's going to be simple today. Now let's practice a little bit. Here I put everything in nominative. So you should pause the video and quickly change the endings. So you need to make the phrase correct. Я люблю something something. Я хочу something something. So work with the correct endings. Pause the video if you're watching it in the recording and try to do it yourself first. And in a second, you will see the correct answers. Okay, let's go. First word was кукуруза. It means corn. I like corn. So what do we look at? Gender. It's a feminine noun ending on a, so it turns to у. Я люблю кукурузу. Then кино, movies. Я люблю кино. It is neuter. Оно кино. So we don't change anything. Брат. Брат is first masculine, second animate, right? So he's alive. Он брат. Кто? We don't say что, брат. We say кто, who, the brother. So we should add а. Я люблю брата. Брата. Part 2. Я хочу дом. Again, дом masculine, дом inanimate. It's what? What? A house. Что? Дом. So we don't change anything. Машина. Машина is feminine. So we simply change а to у. Я хочу машину. I want a car. Собака. I want a dog. Я хочу собаку. Собаку. Семья, family. I want a family. So it's ending on я, so we change it to you. I hope you did everything correct. If not, we're going to practice a little more now. How about this? Я знаю and several nouns. Город, Дарья. Русский язык, песня. So again, pause the video and try to do it yourself. Remember what you should think of first, second, and so on. So, actually this one was quite easy. So, город, masculine, inanimate, right? So we don't change anything. Дарья, feminine ends on я, Дарья. It doesn't end on a, Дарья. No, it's Дарья. So it changes to you. Русский язык. This one is a little bit kind of forward. It's too early for that. But anyway, Russian language, we don't change anything. Again, язык, inanimate object, right? Песня, feminine, ends on я, so we change it to you. Я знаю песню. Oh, I know that song. It's quite cool. Or, I know this city. Я знаю город. I'm not gonna be lost. Я знаю город. Я знаю Дарью. Я знаю русский язык. I know the Russian language. So, pretty simple so far, right? If it's not, you just need more practice. So, just try to change these nouns to anything you can recall and just practice. That's, I don't know, I say it like every single time. Practice is the key to success. And finally, a couple of examples of the verbs. So after these verbs, you would usually use accusative case. You already know this. Любить, to love something. Смотреть, to watch something. Читать, to read. Писать, to write. Открывать, to open something. And actually to close something, закрывать. Kind of here too. Брать, to take. Рассказывать, such a long verb. For example, to tell a long story. Рассказывать длинную историю. Ждать, to wait. Учить. This is complicated. Учить, it has several meanings. So in Russian, it can also mean to teach. But with accusative, it means to learn something, to study something. So when you are learning something, учить. And знать, to know something. So they require accusative case after them. So make a screenshot or just write them down. I always encourage you to write things down but by writing, it all goes much deeper to your brain. Ну что, друзья, практика, время практики. It's time to practice, and I hope you missed this guy. Remember who it is? Кот. Как его зовут? What is his name? Владимир. Конечно, это наш кот Владимир. А кто он по профессии? Помните, кто он? Космонавт, конечно, он космонавт. Правильно, он космонавт. Что он любит? Что любят космонавты? Космос, конечно, кот Владимир любит космос. Он любит космос. Космос – это space, right? He loves space, like all the cosmonauts. Он любит космос. So, we don't need to change any endings here, right? Космос. Because it's masculine and it's inanimate. Космос. Итак, он любит космос? Конечно, он любит космос. Он любит космос. Он ненавидит космос? Нет, наоборот, он очень любит космос. Теперь, что он ест в космосе? В космосе он ест рыбу. Он ест рыбу в космосе. Итак, он ест рыбу. Это рыба, да? Рыба. Рыба feminine, so we change a to u in accusative. He eats fish, but probably in space it would look like this. Рыба. I've heard that they even have борщ in a tube. Рыба. Владимир ест рыбу. Где? В космосе. Remember prepositional case here. So, космос. в космосе. Prepositional. Он ест рыбу в космосе. Or я ем торт в театре. And actually, it's a true story. When I was a teenager, I was behaving terribly. When we went to a theater, we got all kinds of food secretly with us, and we were just eating there. It's just such a shame. Yeah, that's why I'm very kind of compassionate towards teenagers, because I remember how terrible I was. Okay, the next one. Что он смотрит? Что он смотрит в космосе? I wanted to say he watches porn, but then I thought it would be too much. Too much even for YouTube. So let's say он смотрит комедию. Comedy. Cats and dogs. I don't know. Oh, he watches maybe Cats musical. Did you see that? Oh God, the terrible new version, kind of a live action Cats. Oh, God, have mercy. So, он смотрит комедию. Let's write it down. Комедия. It's a feminine noun, and it ends on я. Комедия. Например, смешная комедия. Funny comedy. Интересная комедия. Or romantic comedy. Романтическая комедия. Он смотрит, accusative case, комедию. Комедию. So, what I want you to do, I want you to take these examples, I want you to take the verbs and just play around with them, mix them up, and make new sentences. So you really need to remember the patterns. When you have these speaking patterns, you will feel so much more comfortable while speaking. If you learn them, if you practice them enough, you will be just doing that instantly without thinking about masculine, neuter, animate, inanimate. With practice, you will be doing it automatically. That's what we need. Ну что, друзья, это все на сегодня. Большое спасибо. That's it for today. Thank you very much, and check out the description box of this video. I will add some additional links for you to practice, and see you next time. Пока-пока.